Hello everyone, my name is MrAlberto23, and today I'm going to be explaining how to perform the manual Superswim in Wind Waker HD. This trick is performed right after you gain control after the intro cutscene. So after you gain control, you want to side hop off of the look tower, or just jump off, and we want to swim to this corner right here, because this corner where we touch the rock, we get infinite air, so we can stay in the water for as long as we'd like. And this trick is used to super swim all the way to Dragoners at the very beginning of the speedrun to skip the intro. The way we gain speed is by turning back and forth repetitively. Every time we turn around, we gain a little bit of speed, -3 units of speed. And we normally lose that speed after one frame, but if we just keep turning around, we can chain together these turnarounds and keep building -3 units of speed indefinitely. And we'll use this to gain so much speed that we can travel across the ocean. Now, we can't frame advance, and if we wanted to do this without buffering, we would have to flick it back and forth 30 times per second because that's the frame rate that the game runs at, and that is not human viable. So instead, we're going to be using pause buffering to advance one frame at a time. To pause buffer, start with the game pause, and press plus to unpause the game, and then try to press start again, also here, to 7 frames later to pause the game, like this. And with this, we're going to be turning back and forth each time to gain speed. Now, if you want to pay your attention to the bottom right of the screen, you can actually tell if I'm getting a frame perfect pause by looking at this rupee counter. So when I'm paused, the rupee counter is blurred. If I have successfully only advanced one frame, the rupee counter will stay blurred. That time, you saw the rupee counter actually flash, and then it became blurred again. That means that I actually did not successfully get a frame perfect pause. I was late on my second start press, which effectively advanced 2 frames rather than 1. And that caused the rupee counter to flash and then become blurred again. Now you see I got a frame perfect pause because you did not see that flashing. And that's a frame perfect pause again. You saw it stayed dim. That was a frame perfect pause. Frame perfect. Frame perfect. Frame perfect. And so on. And there you saw that I actually pressed the plus button, but the game didn't pause. And that's because I pressed it early. That's what happens when you press it early. So let's say you have tried this, and you're starting to get the hang of getting frame perfect pauses. Now we're going to try to attempt to do multiple in a row. And for this, turn off your game audio, because it's just going to kind of mess you up. We really want to just listen to the sound of our pausing. And to help you time it, I recommend setting a metronome to 125 beats per minute, like this. And to visualize, to help you hear it better, I'm going to be showing you with a drumstick what the rate of your start presses is going to be. And it should be like this, an even rhythm. So now let's try to do that with a gamepad. Also, my camera got messed up. Let's fix the camera real quick. Okay. So just listen to the sound of my hand. Now I'm using my pointer finger. Do not use your thumb to press the start button. There you go. So I would go ahead and recommend trying that and just get a feel for it with a metronome on to, give me your idea of how fast am I supposed to be pressing the start button. And then once you're ready, we can start adding in the left stick. Now, when you get ready to add in the left stick, I really recommend starting with the game pause and just do one pause at a time for this one, because it can get kind of confusing to add it in. So starting with the game, I'm actually gonna decrease the metronome a lot to help you understand this. So starting with the game pause, we're going to press the start button, and then we're going to switch analog stick directions. We're gonna kind of click when it switches, and then we're going to press start again. So it's gonna sound like this. And then let me get it back to the regular metronome rate, and then I'll show you once again. And now let's do that with the gamepad. So start with the game paused, and then we're going to press start, and then switch to analog stick directions, and then press start again. And just be sure that you are switching analog stick directions during that 7-frame window of the game unpausing. Very important to remember that. And then once you've done that, you can maybe start doing 2 pauses in a row, and then do 3, 4, and then eventually you want to get to the point where you're just doing them indefinitely. Just back to back, and you just keep the rhythm going and never stop. And so this is what it sounds like when you get that. And so as you can see, every single other beat on the offbeat, I am switching analog stick directions, and on every single downbeat, I am pressing the start. So here's what it looks like with the gamepad. Cool. So once you've gotten to this point, you can go ahead and turn off the metronome. At this point, I don't recommend using the metronome anymore once you've gotten the rhythm down. And then I also recommend turning your game audio back on. And so once you start getting this rhythm going, you can start gaining speed eventually. I will tell you this. Nobody starts gaining speed at first. Everybody struggles at first with this trick. Also, make sure you take breaks because you need to build up stamina, and at first you don't have the stamina for this trick and you're at risk of getting injured. If you get hand pain from any video game, I don't recommend performing this trick. I recommend making sure that you do not get hand pain from other things, because this will also give you hand pain if that is the case. But it usually takes maybe about 8 hours to start getting the hang of pausing to the point that you can move on to the next part of the trick. And really, to start getting to the point where I am, which is about 90% pause accuracy, took about 2 years. So that'll just give you an idea of how long it takes to learn the trick. But I'm going to be ending the video for now because this is going to be a 2-part trick. In my next video, I'm going to be explaining how to perform the upcharge and then finally finishing off the Superswim and going to Dragoners. So thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for the next video. As always, this is MrAlberto. See you later.